If you want to make some garlic butter steak bites, watch this video. Trigger warning. Yep, I do rinse off my steak. It doesn't matter what kind that you have. You can have a T-bone. You need to go ahead and clean it off, pat it dry, okay? Then you want to go in with some seasoning. So I do use the fork to poke holes in it just to make sure that the seasonings are well marinated on here. I add a little bit of olive oil, some garlic and herb seasoning, any type of like steakhouse seasonings that you have. I use the maple one. And then I use some minced onions. Now you can use whatever type of seasonings you want on your steak. It's your steak, okay? And then I just went in with some frozen broccoli to the pan just to make sure that those cook enough, thoroughly. But back to the steak. I went ahead and flipped it on the other side and made sure this side was well seasoned as well, because you need to do that. I don't know why I'm seeing people season one side of the steak. Season both sides of your steak because you're going to eat both, okay? Look at that. Beautiful. Anyway, in a pan, you want to add a tablespoon of butter. Let that melt down. Then you want to go ahead and sear both sides of your steak. These were pretty thin pieces of steak. It did not take long at all. I want to say it took about 2 minutes on each side to cook, if that. It was on like a medium heat. And remember, you're going to chop this up and add it back into the pan, so you don't want to overcook it. After about 4 minutes, I went ahead and removed my steak from the pan, and I put it on a cutting board to chop it up. Just like that. I let it rest for a while before I did chop it up. And then you want to go in and just cut it. Roughly chop it. It doesn't matter how you do it. Just go ahead and roughly chop it just like that. And depending on how you like your steak will determine how long you need to cook it. You know what I'm saying? But I just chopped it up into cube-like parts just to make sure it was easier to chew, because these steak bites I'm making on top of a potato, like a spud, So, yeah. For my garlic butter is literally what it says. Melt some butter, add some minced garlic, and some parsley to make it cute. That's literally it. Pour that sauce on top of your steak bites, and voila. I did put in baked potato in the oven prior to this on 400 for about 35 to 40 minutes to go ahead and let that cook in the oven. And because I didn't have like a big spud potato, I just used 2 small ones to make a big one. But that's totally up to you, your preference. That looks like butter, but it's actually cream cheese. So I just let that melt on there. I like to use cream cheese because it makes the mashed potato like filling way more softer and flavorful. The rest of my garlic butter, I just added on top. My little helper, she was sprinkling some parsley on there, added some salt and pepper. We sprinkled some Mexican blend cheese on top just to make sure you got that good cheese pull for your steak bites. I did end up adding a little bit of teriyaki sauce to the broccoli, but then this is all about layering. You can add whatever you want to your spud or your potato. I just choose to add broccoli to mine. And then I went in with a little bit more Mexican style blend cheese. And y'all see my little helper. She's helping me. And look at those garlic butter steak bites, baby. Baby. So delicious, y'all. This was quick and easy to make. When I tell you, it was nothing to it but to do it. And I made me like a little sauce to go on top. You could add you like a little Alfredo sauce. You can do like a spicy mayo sauce or no sauce at all. It's up to you. But I just made mine, added it on top, sprinkled some parsley, and bon appetit. Like, look at that. So delicious. Garlic butter steak bites on top of a potato. Yeah. It's like that. If y'all try this recipe, let me know. Bye.